Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Karen's Kids podcast. This is episode number 11 in the new studio.
That's right.
With your host, Jay Morals over here, and your favorite, more handsome Dino.
Younger, stronger, better looking. All right.
All right, I want to get right into it. Today,
All right,
I've been
what's up?
thinking about conspiracies, okay?
Okay.
Which
What about?
Okay, there's so much, obviously, right? There's like so much shit that you could just dive into on the internet and just spend hours and hours learning about. Most are very nonsensical, but some of them are true, right? So, which conspiracies have you heard about first off, and then which ones do you believe in?
Yeah, it's hard to rule them out, but also it's like
Like your favorite
there's
ones.
so many. Oh, the alien one for sure.
Okay, what about that? Exactly. What part of it is a conspiracy? Is it they're here already and they're not telling us, or what?
Interesting. I don't know exactly, but we mentioned this thing.
Okay, it's a cell phone. Okay.
Where the fuck did this technology exactly come from? Think about it. You said earlier, 100 years ago, right? This technology was magic.
It's gonna get hard.
How did we go
Uh-huh.
from, right? Like actually having to
The
come
idea-
over to your friend's house and be like, hey, can you come out and play? To then calling somebody on a phone and be like, is my friend there? To then now there's no cords attached to any of this stuff. And now,
See, my only thing with the cell phone is like, yeah, the device is like seems like it's magic, but it doesn't seem that hard of a stretch of imagination. Now that I was letting you talk and I was thinking about it, that we already had phones, right? We already had the ability to call people. Now, if you're saying that was the first little bit of alien technology given to us, but it doesn't seem that far-fetched to think that like we can go from the cell phone being stuck in one place to being able to walk around with it, you know? But
so you don't think it's a big stretch going from wires to no wires?
It is. It's very interesting. I mean, it's crazy to think about what the cell phone does. It really, I mean, like, yeah, if you try to explain it 100 years ago what a cell phone is, they'd be like, that's sorcery. You know, like that's impossible to talk to anyone around the world instantly.
I'm going to take it to somewhere sexual right now,
Ooh.
as we normally do, right?
Ooh.
Do you think, all right, so double-ended dildos,
Oh, damn.
okay? Do you think at some point they're not going to be connected to each other?
What do you, oh, God, really? That's the joke. That was like a pervert dad joke.
It is. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? That's what I am.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, oh, man. I mean, I don't know, dude. I just
put the sound panels right there. We fucked up. It's all good. Sorry.
Because
we know it's all white. It's like bogus. It's like looks really low budget, which it is, by the way, very low budget. This studio, first off, it might be a downgrade from the living room.
Yeah.
To go to the extra bedroom because that's where we're.
It isn't. It isn't.
It's gonna It's gonna grow. You guys are all gonna witness the grassroots of this podcast. That's gonna be the biggest thing since Joe Rogan.
Oh, did you just say
Probably
that?
not. Probably not. Most likely not. But if we get even a 10th of that, or like a 5% of that, we're making money.
Yeah, I mean, we're just about making money. Hey, I just designed some sweaters. Did you see them?
I did see them.
What'd you think about them?
Okay, it's all about the quality.
They're
you could see anything you want on digital, but like until you feel it,
right.
is it going to be that cheap shit that shrinks up in one wash?
You want silk? You want it to sit on your body silk?
I want that like
a silk
shit.
hoodie.
You know that yeah, and that's the thing. You gotta get the right kind of cut because it can't be too baggy. I'm not into the baggy sweater look. I like.
So you don't like that boxy look?
Oh hell no.
Who likes that?
Yeah, well I don't know. I feel like Kanye hit that all their like his stuff is like the baggy. It's meant to look like back in the day, like the 2000s, how everyone wore retros and shit. And everything was too loose.
Well, I mean, he's like a big fashion statement, and you don't like the boxy stuff, and he does. I'm kind of gonna go with what Kanye says.
What is? Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a genius, right?
Well, that's what they say.
Anyways, let's get back into conspiracies. Let's get back into that.
Yeah, man.
So you think aliens is the one of the biggest ones that they're not telling us about, right?
Yeah. So the Roswell crash, right? There was a crash in Roswell, and did it happen? Did it not happen? Or why are we still talking about it? Why hasn't it all been cleared up? Why do we have so many people following it? It's like, I mean, how many podcasts are out there that just talk about that Roswell incident?
Yeah, right. Because I think what's so intriguing about it is that it sounded way better right in a second. I think that's because they had the first article saying that there was a UFO crash.
Yeah.
And that then they backtracked and said it was like, weather balloons or whatnot. So I think that's what really gives the people something to latch onto. But I think they crashed. I mean, I think they're here, but I don't know if everything we see in the sky is necessarily from another planet. Because, man, you'd have to believe our government, our deep state, our fucking military complex, they got some fucking shit that guaranteed we would think is straight up magic. Like, straight up out of sci-fi.
Sure.
Guaranteed. I mean, where does all the trillions of dollars go? They got to have vehicles that they're probably drones. They're probably not manned.
Do you think they have the flying vehicle already? We were supposed to have it by the year 2000.
They have. There's people who make that shit. They've made their own personal, but they never made a mass production. It won't work. It won't work flying cars because actually Elon Musk kind of broke it down that when you how would it propel, right? So if it's some kind of like drone, there's going to be a lot of displacement of air. Basically, all these flying cars, there'd be so much pushing air around that it'd be so hectic it would mess up a lot of things. So he's saying just sheerly because of the displacement of air is the reason why we won't have flying cars. But there's fucking millionaires who have jetpacks and stupid.
But maybe it's a different technology. Like maybe it's not like displacing air. Maybe it's magnetic, or maybe it's like maybe it latches on to like air particles, or water particles in the air.
I think one theories is that it's something to do with the gravity, like it pushes it, it like moves around it. I don't know.
Like they say, yeah, the Earth has its own magnetism, and then it's got the opposite magnetism, so it kind of floats or something. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to.
So I've been noticing. I've been watching a few different shows that they've been like kind of mocking like conspiracies. And, like there's a show with Mike Myers is one of the more later ones that I watch. It's called the Pentemverance. I think it's the Pentemverance. It's basically mocking the whole secret society of like Illuminati. It's essentially like a mock version of Illuminati, right? Mike Myers plays like 7 or 8 characters. Of course, first off, it's funny. Very funny.
Boy, he's a genius, dude, that guy.
He's so goddamn funny. Like Austin Powers humor is what I was raised on. Like that morphed my entire sense of humor. I feel like
he's the best. That dude is very smart.
And as soon as he was, so that's what drew me to the show. I was like, oh, Mike Myers playing characters. Like he's probably the best. Him and Eddie Murphy got to be the best.
Okay.
People who do characters that are like fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, for sure.
So he plays like a realm of 5 guys. And they're ones who are really making decisions and stuff for like the world, and they're I think they're trying to help, and it's just like a whole play on that whole like secret society, and it's a whole like skull and bone. They wear like cloaks, and it's like that whole, and then everything in that show is like some kind of conspiracy that you've heard. It's something on the internet, so it's like I
gotta watch it.
They incorporated a lot of things, and it's like if you knew. Like in my early 20s, I went to down tons of rabbit holes down YouTube, right? Learning different shit, Hollow Earth and fucking just you name it, I heard about it. And so when I'm watching this show, they show certain things that I'm catching. It's like, oh, I heard about that thing, So it's like it's a common thing that they put in there, which I think is clever. But at the same time, it's almost like if like the whole agenda and shit of Illuminati, they fucking just throw shit in your face. It's like they hide in plain sight. So it's almost like they want to mock it first before everyone. I don't know. It's like they get ahead of it by mocking it, so it's easily dismissible when they're like kind of telling you some real ass facts, you know. So that's just one show.
It's like that 8 Mile technique where Eminem burned everything that he mocked everything he thought they were going to talk about, and then no one could say anything to him.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's kind of like that. It's like getting ahead of it.
Yeah.
And there's another cartoon show on Netflix. It's called Inside Job, and it's all conspiracies. It's a cartoon, but they touch on every fucking thing you've ever learned about conspiracy, lizard people, and everything is a joke.
Okay, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think so? Why are there 2 shows that came out at the same time? One's a cartoon and one's real life, or one's like actual real skin and bone actors, and the other is cartoon, right? Drawings, but they talk about the same thing. So it's like lots of times we'll have like, I don't know, I don't have an actual real example right here, but I mean like Jurassic Park came out, and then there was a bunch of other like movies that had dinosaurs in it. Do you think, like for instance, like Discovery Channel had? Do you think all these studios kind of talk to each other? Hey, I need you to.
No, but I think in that case of like the dinosaur movies, let's say, because I think what happens is a script gets bought, and like, oh, Universal just bought a dinosaur flick.
Okay.
They hear about the budget they're putting into it, and then it gets other companies probably like, hey, we've got to make our version of a dinosaur movie, because if they kill it, then they'll be the brand for dinosaurs. It's like we got to make our own. So I think that's why I think movies. I don't know. That's kind of what I think about that. But I think where I thought your question was going towards, like, why do you think this is all coming out at once? Because that's another
one of my questions. Why?
There's another show. Which one was it? There's a third show that in all in the same month. I don't know if they all came out at the same time, but like they came up on my awareness. Like I watched them all at the same time.
Oh, maybe that's it too. The algorithm. You watch the one and you're like, you might like other conspiracy theory stuff.
That's true. But it's just interesting that now that I keep seeing it everywhere. So I'm starting to think like I don't know if these people who made these shows know that there's such a, especially millennials and younger, are really into conspiracies, right? They grew up on YouTube, so they got to hear all this shit. Yeah. So I don't know if now shows are like, hey, let me appeal to these people because I know they'll know these subject matters. So let me kind of like just make it a show, and it's kind of like the genuine, they're making fun of it. But then my tinfoil hat side of me is like, they're just telling you this is their shit. It's like ha, we'll make fun. How do you dilute the truth, or how do you like hide the truth? You dilute it, right? Like you just put your own version on it. Like I think YouTube first had like a bunch of good new conspiracies, like exposing the banks and pharmaceutical companies and their fucking shady shits, you know. And then to get the attention off them, they start fucking promoting flat earth theory. And there's genuine people who think the earth is flat. Like they're out there. There's people who think, and
I know a guy.
What's fucked up is that I've watched a video that I even scratched my head. I was like, damn, this motherfucker. That's the thing. There's people on YouTube who make great videos. They just know how to make great videos. They understand, like, they'll take some truth and they'll bend it, because I think everybody wants to be in on the inside of knowledge. So when you hear a little bit of an alternative version of that, but it's like, oh, they're doing this because of this and nobody really knows about it, you'll tend to believe it because it seems like you're in on the inside scoop of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, I think I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying before that, though. Anyways, the point is that I think they dilute they start putting all crazy shit in there. So then when you talk about the first 2 conspiracies that are real, right, pharmaceuticals and banking, whatever, Rothschilds, whatever you want to say, when you and then you add in the flat Earth, then you're easily dismissed, and that was the point, right? They want to lump all the crazy conspiracies together. So then when you start saying some real shit, 9/11, like, you know, all the fucking shady shit that was with that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then if you were because there's people who like to believe all conspiracies, right? You got those motherfuckers, QAnon, those motherfuckers, right?
Right.
They think fucking Trump was the fucking Q, and that whole, if you don't know what I'm talking about, look into that. It's fucking wild. These fucking bananas. Anyways, so if you start saying some real shit, and then all of a sudden you bring up flat Earth, or you bring up like hollow Earth, and Antarctica's got a fucking hole in it, you start losing credibility, and that was the whole point. It was like, these people are learning shit. They're passing too much information. Let's start fucking feeding it more bullshit so that gets intertwined with it. And now all of a sudden you're talking about lizard people. Yeah. You see how many conspiracies I just said?
Yeah.
I said so many, and they're fucking out there.
They're all
like, in lizard people, you got Nicki Minaj. They're talking about eyeballs, and and what's funny is somebody makes a good video, and then all the people who have nice followings, they'll copy that idea. So now it's giving it validity, and that was the point. It's like, we'll sow this. We'll plant the one seed of like fucking hollow Earth, and this guy with 10 million subscribers, he's gonna talk about it first because he got in on it. Yeah. And then all the people who copy his shit, and it just spreads, and that's the whole point. So I don't even know how we got onto that. Like,
there's so many conspiracies. It's like, what is it a conspiracy? Are there actual lizard people? Do you actually believe that some of them might be lizard people, and they might be the actual people who actually crashed on the planet?
Listen, okay. Like, in a real sense, I mean, I think if I'm a betting man, if I have to like stake my life on it, I'm gonna go on the side like there's no lizard people. Okay.
You don't believe that there's lizard people?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, I 100% believe in. We don't even know we don't even know a tenth of what there is to know on this planet. What's living here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I do believe there's tons of shit we don't know. Lizard people that can morph, and they're putting hologram on their. This is a theory. The reason why we see people is that like a person's face it's a hologram, and if you take pictures, that's the way to catch them because their eyes you can't lie, and then they bring out the Bible verse. There's something with the eyes. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The lizard people it's hard to believe, but. All right, so I do know a little bit about the Bible. So I do know that there's evil in the world, right? So are they just using like somebody who has nefarious intent?
Evil is what though? Evil is an evil spirits or is evil people?
Evil as in doing damage to somebody for like gain, like group gain, like
Do you believe in the devil?
So, I mean, I don't believe in the devil as an actual entity, but as an idea of like a presence or like as a man. How do I explain this exactly? It's like sin is real, right? And it's like doing. How do you explain sin? Sin is like if God is the target, right? So you know what a target is, right? Oh God, where is it? Where is it? No, it's not it.
Oh, fuck. If I had a cricket's button, bro, I would have fucking been pressed that.
Yeah,
shit.
I'm kind of lost here, but yeah, no,
I brought that up because I heard something interesting. It's like a lot of people believe in God, but then don't believe in the devil. So it's like it's almost you can't.
Well, no, you have to believe.
You have to believe in both if you believe in one, right?
Yeah, because if there's good, there's obviously opposite evil, right? So in the Bible, there's a story about Cain and Abel, right? Mm-hmm. So Cain was the brother that he was the evil brother, or he was the brother that he was envious and he was jealous, right? Because nothing he did favored God, but then there was Abel. And everything Abel did, I mean, he had the best fruit or vegetables, and everything he did, God was like, "Wow, you really are working towards pleasing me." And then Abel would kind of do things just half-ass and shitty, and God would be like, "Dude, what the fuck is this?" And he got so mad he killed his brother. And I think that idea, like, everybody carries that kind of idea in their body. We have a little bit of Cain, a little bit of Abel inside of us, and whichever one you feed is the one that's going to grow, right?
Sure. how much do you take literal of the Bible, and how much do you think is like the gist, like the nugget of the like the idea of the story is like what you should pay attention to? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the Bible is. I don't take it as literal, right?
Okay.
I really don't think Jesus walked on water. I'm a realist, but I do think that the Bible is like oral tradition.
Sure.
That's way older than we can even imagine. It's probably 30,000 years old.
Yeah, my problem with the Bible is that it wasn't even written in real time. It was like written hundreds of years, maybe. I don't know if it was 1,000 years later.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So these stories are like oral tradition, and then later on they were recorded.
And what's interesting too is that there was the Old Testament, and then the New Testament got added to it, and it's like different, but it's the same book.
Right?
Isn't that like weird?
No. Well, you would have to kind of understand it.
I think it's more like good guidelines. I think it was like a good. I don't know, man. I think religion could have been used as control. I mean, think about it. I think our brain.
What you're saying? See, here's the thing. You're saying control, but it's not control. There's a target idea. Mm-hmm. There's a target idea that you should live towards, right? Be good, do good, treat people well, try and prosper. Go out in the world and reproduce and continue to do good, right? That's the idea of the Bible,
okay,
right? And so if you don't have your eye on those targeted methods, right? Because people have already lived before us, and they've already kind of done these things, and they know, like, look, if you continue to do these things, they're going to bring you to death. If you continue to do these things, they bring you towards life, or a better, prosperous life, right? So basically that's how the Bible is laid out. It's showing you how to live a better life, better, more prosperous life. But now nobody believes in it, and that's okay. You don't have to believe in it. I'm just saying there are teachings in there that will help you to develop into a better person than you are right now. And it's continuous. You continue to learn from it. You continue to get better from it. It's not like you're going to be perfect just by reading it once, but it helps you throughout life. It's kind of like a guideline. But if no one has a guide or something to work towards, then you have chaos, like the world is in full chaos.
I agree. I think it has a purpose. I think it's a good. I mean, they've done on top. I think we even talked about this, but they've done studies of like couples who are happy longer, and they've all been had some kind of faith. So I think it has a lot of family, stuff. There's a lot of good stuff in the Bible,
If you were an archer, right? Mm-hmm. Your arrow has to go somewhere.
Sure.
It'd be stupid if you just aim it to nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we're already in life. We're walking towards something, right? So we're already shooting our arrow. We may as well try and get it to the target. And maybe you're not going to hit the target perfectly, but you strive towards it and you continue to practice, right? And that's really what religious is. So sin. I think sin is an archery term, and it means to keep your eye on the target.
But sin though it's synonymous with like bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but can't you make the argument that there is no such thing as good and bad? Right? Because
no, there is good, there is bad. Okay,
what's good for the lion is bad for the gazelle. It's the same scenario.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're
it's
okay.
It's a perspective thing. So it's literally the same. Whatever scenario in life, there's probably someone that it's positive for, and there's someone that it's negative for. So you can't say this is a good thing or bad thing. I think it's kind of natural for us. But not for all of us to not kill one another, right? It's pretty natural to not want to kill another human. And so we would say
that's a good rule.
We would say, okay, but what if someone who comes into your house and you got to kill them to protect your family? So killing a person is a good or bad thing depending on how you're looking at it. So you can make the argument there's no, I forgot what philosopher said, there's no good or bad, there just is.
I believe that. Yeah.
So
There just is.
so the idea of sinning is like, well, that was written in the Bible that's a sin. It's not necessarily you know what I'm saying? Like just that follow logic that it just doesn't have to necessarily be a bad thing. What's a bad thing to you is not a bad thing to me. I think it's intent. I think sin could be like my intention. Because if I stole that thing from you, I thought about it. I probably had a feeling of, should I do this? And then I ignored it. That's the sin. It's like you ignored that first sign of like, I shouldn't do this, but I ignored it anyways and I did it. That's a sin. Yeah. Now, if I saw a loaf of bread, let's say I'm poor, I saw a loaf of bread on the ground and I eat it, but it was somebody else's, I technically stole it from them, but I didn't know it was theirs. I'm trying to survive, whatever. So it's like, that's not necessarily a sin. It's like I didn't see it as that because my intention was, oh, there's nobody guarding this. It looks like a loaf of bread just laying there. It doesn't look like anybody's. I'm going to take it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, there are guidelines to all this that you're speaking of. There is definitely guidelines. Someone comes into your house, yes, and he tries to do damage. You are able to protect yourself. These are all guidelines that are in the Bible. Mm. But I mean,
okay, but. It's fucked up how much pedophilia there is in the whole Christian church. And I know it has nothing to do with like the idea of religion, but like it's so fucked up. It's such a fucked up thing. And there's how the Vatican hides these fucking people and how the Vatican's its own little country within a country, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah, that for sure is something evil, man.
And apparently they have like the biggest collection of art throughout all the centuries, They fucking took over with their army. The Vatican had an army.
Yeah.
And
during the Crusades.
It's what I'm saying, man. I don't know.
Sure. No, yeah, you're right.
It's a control thing. They didn't want people to read at first. They're like, oh. First off, it was in Latin, and then like the priest had to read it to you, and then it turned into a power thing, and then they were the rock stars back in the day,
Yeah, you're talking about like Martin Luther, how he printed the Bibles so that we were able to read them.
Right, and they killed him for it.
Did they? I don't know, but
we don't know for sure. But I think that's a good guess.
That's a good guess. We have the internet today. We can actually check.
Well, they beat him, right? They beat him to death. That's like the thing, and they or no, I don't know. I don't know my fucking history.
I don't know my history with
who
Martin
even
Luther.
knows our history can be all bullshit. You don't know shit about our history. You just know what a book said. There's fucking people who conquer and they rewrite the books. So who the fuck has the truth? You know what I'm saying? Like that. I think about that a lot. Like our history and what do we actually fucking know about it? And we just know what's in these textbooks, and then you start learning that all these fucking founding fathers were slave owners. It's like, oh, well, we didn't know that growing up. It didn't teach us that in the books. Right. We had to wait for the fucking internet, information age, to fucking learn that shit. And it's like, and the internet, the internet can't be wrong. They're fudging shit up now. There's fudging shit up right now, so that when people look into if we fucking make it 1,000 years, when they look into all this shit, it's like scrub washed of the original bullshit, Yeah. It can't be that hard to erase something on the internet. No way. I mean, Zuckerberg, all those fucking Bill Gates can do that shit. Like, no problem. Yeah. Isn't it interesting that Bill Gates is the largest owner of farmland? And they're talking about food shortages already. I'm already putting some shit together. I think they're gonna this is my future prediction, which is not.
Here it comes.
It's not that like.
Hold on, people.
It's not that far fetched because they're already kind of doing it, but they're gonna get us. They're gonna get all the young people to say, we got to stop eating animals, right? And the game plan is to make us fucking processed protein.
Sorry,
how dare you?
All right, processed protein.
Okay, processed protein. Like they can synthesize a chicken breast and a piece of steak that's grown in a lab that looks, feels, and tastes like meat. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the game plan. I think. Fuck it. We got Bill Gates who's buying up this land, and it's gonna be like, oh, there's nothing I could do about it. It's getting fucked up, but I do have an answer. We can use this synthesized stuff, and it's gonna be like how we do it. And then small farms will still have their shit, and they'll still do their stuff, but then all the propaganda is gonna be like, stop killing animals, and which it is kind of fucked up that we gotta kill an animal to eat. But I mean, it's this fucking circle of life, But
so what do you think? What do you think we're headed towards? What Bill Gates? So Bill Gates is buying up land, right? And he's not, so he's known as one of the richest men in the world, but also his claim to fame is monopolizing stuff, right?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, that's what
I
he
know
does.
his family. I know his parents came from they were all about they started the abortion clinics, and they've been about population control for like a minute. That's what I know of Bill Gates. I mean, obviously Microsoft and all that, but I'm talking about the negatives.
Yeah,
But
I think he's known to be like somebody who monopolizes everything, right? He created.
Is that just good business?
Computer.
Isn't that just good business though?
Yeah, but at what point should you stop somebody before they become the entity that controls the whole world?
But Jeff Bezos could legit buy countries and run countries with his money.
Which
and
eventually,
do you think that's a problem?
Because man,
I definitely do not. Because motherfucker, if I could do it, if I could be worth $200 billion, I would do it.
Yeah.
Hopefully
see how he runs Amazon with all the people running around and not everybody complaining about how they get fired constantly.
But then you have that, and then you have the exact opposite of people saying, "Hey, they paid my college loans. I've never been in a better work environment. I feel like a family." So, I mean, motherfucker's I love the capitalism of it. How many jobs did he create? Think about that. Yeah. How much did our government create?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, no, we need those Elon Musks. We need those Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, I agree.
Need those motherfuckers.
I agree. We need them.
And I love it. I love that somebody can show you. You've seen the pictures of the Amazon in like 96, the motherfucker's in his garage with the little banner, like that infamous fucking photo of him. Dude, it's possible. Now, obviously he's smart as fuck. You're not just any average Joe can make a fucking Amazon, but
right.
It only takes one fucking idea. You're one idea away from everything you ever dreamed.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I thought like something drastic was about to happen. Just sneeze, dude. You don't gotta get my attention to fucking sneeze.
I just want to be able to cut it out.
You're like, all right. You're like, at that sound, I'm cutting it out. Anyways, you ruined my rant. What was I saying?
You were saying you would take over the world if you could.
Oh.
You'd be the evil genius that would take over the world.
Evil genius? No, I'd be into philanthropy, but you better believe that I'd be hands on with my philanthropy though. I'm not just like giving it to these fucking charities that dude.
Whoa. What do you mean?
Most charities, you give it to these fucking I don't know.
Yeah, what exactly do you mean? You'd be hands on.
Oh, you're right. I would do all I would make sure that I'm seeing where the funds are actually going. Like, okay, this building costs X amount. Okay, here's the check for that building. It's like, I'm not going to give you a blank slate and then like all of a sudden they're just stealing money. It's like charities steal fucking money. Now, I understand charities they have overhead. They have employees. They got to make, and all these non-for-profits. So funny. They make it sound like they're good non-for-profit. Dude. Right. The profit goes back to the office and they all get raises.
Right.
It's the same shit. It's like, what the fuck? And some of these charities, like, I heard, like, remember the ALS? Everyone was, like, fucking dumping ice on their shit. The ALS and blah, blah, blah. I heard 5% of that money donated goes to, like, research and all that. 5%. It's like, that's not what they don't tell you. They're like, they got those people at the red lights fucking with the bucket and shit. I don't know, man. Anything to do with money, I'm always
crazy.
Anything to do with money, I'm telling you, there's fuckery.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Always, dude.
I mean, everybody wants it, right? It's one of the hardest things to get, the easiest things to lose.
Some people think it's very easy to get money. Some people make that argument.
I mean, yeah, sure. If you figure it out,
it is a game that needs to be figured out, dude.
I don't know what's going on.
You're pissing the people off.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, but it's definitely a game, right? It's a game that's not taught in school for a reason, right? They don't want you to be they don't want you to, I don't know, I'm broad stroking saying they, I know it's
who's
bad,
they
but,
exactly?
But whoever stands to benefit from us not knowing about money. So banks, I don't know, they don't want you to know about debt and blah blah.
Right.
But I don't know, I forgot where I was going with that.
Well, I mean, you said you would be hands-on when it came to donating money in your philanthropy.
No, but I would make that I'd live a I mean, I don't really know how some of these billionaires live, but I'd be doing it right. What would you, if you were a billionaire and you didn't have to like worry about even going into the office? Let's say your money train just goes and you just check your bank account and there's money always in there. What would you be doing?
I think I would help people, but I would also be like some type of voyeur.
What does that mean? Help people?
Yeah. So definitely. So like, let's say, so I wouldn't just give money away, but I would help these people. Like, it's that whole idea where you don't give somebody a fish, you teach them how to fish.
Right.
So I would try to do it on a real personal level where I would get to know somebody, train them, get them to a point where they can get ahead on their own. And then I would continue to do that. Mm-hmm. And I would create this pyramid style thing where like I taught Amy teaches Bob and Freddie goes on and they continue and they teach 4 more and then it keeps going. It's just giant pyramid type.
That's the thing. That's where I was gonna let you finish, because you can't just give people money. That doesn't solve.
No, you can't give them money.
You can't just hand it to them because it's a mindset thing. It's like the rich people, like the best day. I don't know if we already talked about this, but it's worth saying again. I think Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki should be in schools.
I haven't read that.
You need to. It's just the most digestible way to learn about the mindset shift that you have to make in order to get out of this rat race.
Okay.
It's like
that's my next book.
Yeah, 100%. You have to learn that, he says that you can't turn your cash into trash. And what he means by that is most people earn money and then buy something with that money that's not going to actually make them more money. So they're buying liabilities, cars constantly going down,
a sweater,
new shoes. It's like they whatever, anything you're buying that's not going to actually make you money. Yeah, is the problem. Now we see rich people and we see them in their fancy cars, and we're like, oh shit, we think that Lexus is like what makes you rich. It's like, nah, him having 2-3 business or types of income, different forms of income coming in. That's the real. That's the thing you want to earn, and then you buy all the toys later. It's like,
so what are you doing? Is there anything you're doing that is helping you build your riches? Because I think I'm rich. I'm not wealthy yet.
Okay. I should be doing more. Like there's more things that I've learned that I still haven't put into practice yet. Like starting a Roth IRA. Like I should have been done that since I learned about it like a couple years ago. So now I'm already a couple years behind. And then
do you put outside of like our pension? Do you put money away anywhere?
No, but that's what I'm talking about. That's what I need to do, and I'm gonna start like ASAP.
I just want to do. Do you have crypto?
I do.
Okay,
I have a little bit. I have an Ethereum, dude. I don't even know what it's trading at.
So you bought it and you're holding on.
Yeah, well, okay. I bought it for NFTs. I tried to get into that whole fucking scam, dude. NFTs don't.
Now it's a scam.
It's a fucking. Listen, is there people making money?
Did it burn you somehow?
No. I know. I just know. Oh, I know. If you follow anything, you'll hear about all the scams. These people, it's
I don't know enough, so
it's a very shady. There's people making money, right? There's definitely people making. There's artists that are trying. There's people like Gary Vee who are like, NFTs are I think the idea of all that technology is the future. I think art and NFTs are just the first iteration of how to use this new technology of owning shit in the digital realm.
Yeah.
Right. And people like him, he has his V friends, which he has these fucking characters that he drew that are, whatever. You can call them good, you can call them bad, you can call them whatever, but they're just his, right? And he keeps his community going. His shit, if you get the minted, you could sell. Minting means you're the first one to own it. Okay. So you mint it, you put it into the market, and then you could set the price for whatever you want to sell it for. Okay. And the community, they stay in the Discord so they could like talk to each other about like, hey, we can't sell it less than 2 ETH. These are gonna whatever. And so his shit's like worth, like, I think you gotta, to buy one of his resold images is like tens of thousands of dollars. It's like 10-15 grand. So it's like 4 ETH. I think ETH is trading probably around 20 something.
I don't know, man. I don't.
So the way it's scammy is that like I can create I can create my own thing. And let's say you're some kind of celebrity that has a couple million followers on your social media, on all of them, on all your platforms. I can give you. I talk about how you're into the program or into the project, and that you promote it on all your stuff, and you'll have X amount of images. Then you build up all the you build a community. Like hopefully you get several hundred, several thousand people who join the Discord, and when you come out with your project, is when everyone buys that first minted, the creator gets all that money. Then they could split it with the celebrity that they got in on, and they dump all their shit. So then it's kind of like worth nothing.
Oh damn!
And they're calling them pump and dumps, and you start learning about them. You're like, dude, it's so shady.
Wait, but that's wrong.
But
like that's a sin.
There's all time, but I mean, where do you? I mean, there's all types of people.
That's like it's a total scam.
Anything to do with fucking money. There is fuckery going on at all levels. Yeah. From anything, man. I'm telling you, whether it's a goddamn waitress who doesn't tell her tips about, you know what I'm saying? It's like
to the federal government.
It's just like, dude, there's just everyone
side jobs, painters doing side jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and that's that. Boy, that goes again. There's a little bit of Cain, a little bit of Abel in everybody.
All right, what do you think about? How come they're not showing fat guy models anywhere?
So nobody cares about men, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about men.
Yeah,
like if you show a fat bitch on fucking Tinder, or I'm sorry, not Tinder. What is that? TikTok. People, she could show her fat ass body, and people will be like, "You go, girl, body positivity." You show a fat dude, you know what the men are gonna do to that dude? They're gonna eat him alive. Looks in you, fat fuck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like people don't care about men, because even like the women, they'll be like, "Hey."
I love how excited you got.
No, I'm just saying people don't care about men.
Energy
they don't care about men. No one cares about men.
Dude, you gotta. I'm
no
sorry.
One cares about men.
I didn't mean to kill your momentum, but
no, it's true. Nobody cares about men.
You got super excited.
Let's say everything is like. That's what I'm saying. Like, test this out, man. Mm-hmm. Test this out. If you go on Twitter and you put a fat dude.
I've never been on Twitter, by the way, but go ahead.
I'm sorry. TikTok.
I'm on MySpace still, but go ahead.
Damn. MySpace, G, holding on.
I honestly, I had that. It came out when I was in high school, and I was trying to remember all because it's still like a website you could log into, right?
I don't know.
I feel like it's still running. I feel like it's just not talked about.
Like, what's on there though?
Dude, remember you used to have the page with the music.
My grandma.
I don't even know what you would put on there.
Damn,
was it pictures?
Grandma?
Was it pictures or just like words? I can't even remember what. I remember it was like gifts. Like there was a Family Guy was.
I don't remember, dude.
Yeah.
Well, did you have like friends? Like, was it like? Could you have like friends where they're followers?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There definitely was followers. I think that's how. Dane, you know, like the
He
was like one of the first people to pop on that.
That's
and then he really parlayed that for his career. I mean, he was pretty funny. I thought his specials were kind of good. They were like everyone. If we were like juniors and seniors in high school, they were all like fucking quoting his shit.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really get into Dane Cook too much. I don't think I was into comedy back then so much.
Yeah, but I was thinking about that because back to the fat people thing, they have you're seeing a lot of like chubby models and shit, which is like whatever, man. It's like I get the idea. I think it's like
do better.
I agree.
I think better. Do better, bitch. Do better, bastard. Do better.
I don't know if I should even say this, but I legit get like physically repulsed when I see a fat person, like a really fat person. It's like,
okay.
I'm like,
so when you look at me, how do you feel?
You could do better.
I'm doing good.
What? Yeah, you do. I'm
doing good.
You're doing good. Since the podcast started, how many pounds you down?
I'm not weighing myself anymore because it's like.
Oh, you sound like my mom. My mom's, dude. That's what.
A lot. I'm down a lot.
Okay.
And I'm much stronger.
You have to do it every week because how else are you gonna track it? You know.
Yeah.
You can't be like
I was sick for a couple of days.
So does that mean you're eating bullshit?
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
For sure. Then
No, I couldn't
why'd
eat.
you have to bring that? Why'd you have to bring that up then? That you were sick?
Well, because I lost more weight.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the opposite. You gained.
No,
it.
I lost more. I wasn't eating at all.
Okay. Oh, I just got sexy there.
Oh.
You know, I want to be above the mic, but I don't think it hears me as a pocket person.
I get you a booster seat.
Damn, bro. Is that a fucking?
No.
Is that a short guy?
No, no, it's not.
Damn, bullshit. You know,
See, that's another thing. Right, look. All right.
say it.
All right. Like, women will clown shorter men,
Sure.
but you can't talk about a woman's weight where she can change her weight, but a guy can't get taller.
Yeah, but let's do apples and apples.
Okay.
Then just make fun of her height, and then if
Men don't care about a woman's height,
I know, but
but they care about men's height.
guys could be fat though. So you said a guy would be made fun of for he's short, but you can't say a girl's fat.
Apples to apples.
Yeah.
So
It'd be like a. Anyways, I agree with you though. There's certain things you can't tell a woman, but I say do it. Fuck
Nobody
it. Sometimes
cares
you
about
gotta,
men.
I say you have to shame. We talked about this already, but
Yeah.
you have to fucking shame them.
yeah, hell
I
yeah.
think it works. I think people are probably getting a lot of hate for that, but like, I think there's
shame people.
they know. It's like, you know you're fat, dude, and you know you're not happy. Quit fucking lying to yourself.
Right.
You're not. And if you think you're happy, you have to like listen to the people who've lost hundreds of pounds. They all tell you like, "Oh my god, I can't believe how good I feel." It's like it's definitely a real thing. You can't be that happy being 200 pounds overweight, 100 pounds overweight. I mean, your joints.
It's that thing, like, we don't have real proper leadership because, like, there isn't leadership out there. Where the fuck is our leadership? You can't count on fucking our president because he's fucking senile. Our last president was a fucking narcissist. Before that, we had Obama.
Was he?
I don't know.
Trump, Trump. No, I think we only know. Do you know Trump? This is what I had this talk with my mom.
I don't know him personally.
Because she's like, "Oh, he's an ass." I was like, "You don't know the dude. No one like you only know what the news was telling you about him. Like, of course, he's like, it's not that hard to fathom that he's probably like a little bombastic and a little crazy and like, because his tweets. I mean, you could, but I don't know if I don't know, whatever. I just wanted to
yeah, no, based on some of the things he said, some of the things he showed us on TV, based on his choice of meal at the White House.
Oh, it's McDonald's, right?
Yeah, like, I mean,
Good
like,
for him. He's probably like, they're taking like some pill. He's like, hey, if you're getting McDonald's every day, his fucking like the White House doctor's like, take this pill before you eat all that.
Why don't we figure that out? Why can't we figure that out?
Why?
You can do dick transplants now, but we can't figure out.
Can you now? It is what hospital? Where do I find out about this?
So recently, I heard about a guy who was growing a penis on his arm for months until it got like, I think he wanted 6 or 6.5 inches, and when it grew to 6.5 inches, no,
Oh.
he had some type of accident, and then so through medical technology.
Oh, do they grow it like on a different part of your body?
They grew it on his arm, so like somewhere on his arm here, and he would wear like some type of bandage.
I wanted the size of my arm. Like, give me the exact same width of my
Where are you gonna put? What, you gonna date horses? What are you dating?
Dude,
Monkeys?
I watched
Apes?
I watched a real disturbing porn.
No,
I
no.
I didn't really watch it. You know how like you can hover over certain videos and it shows you like something happened to the screen.
Okay.
Maron. So you know how like if you're scrolling through porn, you could see, you don't have to click on the video to see like kind of some of the snippets of it. Like it shows you a couple frames.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not really.
You don't watch porn on your phone?
Nope.
You're fucking lying.
I do not.
Oh, that's right. I think we talked about it, right? You gave it up or something.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
Anyways,
Trying to be a good person.
dude, don't try to make me feel bad because I watch porn.
No. I mean, that's fine. Watch it. Okay. You don't have a daughter,
and I'm not being desensitized either, so I don't give a fuck. But
you're young.
The point was,
I'm trying to be a better person.
this chick took on the big. See, it's now that it's not gonna sound good if I talk about this. How big the fucking dildo was. This chick
You said that you wanted something as big as your arm.
Oh, okay. Thank you. See, it makes more sense. So, see, we have technical difficulties. This fucking guy can't get his shit together. Our studio's fucking
I'm working
like,
on it, man. I'm working on
Jesus
it every
Christ.
fucking day.
Any
I'm trying to
momentum
get
I've
better.
ever had, it gets killed by this fucking camera. It doesn't fucking. It's the battery. It's the memory card. Motherfucker forgets batteries one time, dude. Anyways, so yeah, so I said I wanted it as big as my arm, and then it made me think about this porn. So I was watching porn today. Thank you. Now I'm back on the train of thought. I was watching porn today, and I was scrolling through, and I didn't click on the video. Okay. I just clicked on. I just hovered over it, and so so when you're scrolling, it could sense what, like the whatever, like if it's in a list of, whatever squares of the video. Okay. Whatever one your fingers kind of scroll on, it'll start showing you like frames of it. Right. So it'll show it like the minute 5, minute 17, minute 23 or whatever, like it shows. So you don't have to actually click on the video to kind of get the gist of it.
Gives you a preview.
Yeah. Kind of like
YouTube.
I was just going to say, I think YouTube.
Yeah. Like YouTube. Yeah. Okay.
So this fucking chick was mutilating her asshole. Just fucking beating it up, dude. This fucking I swear to God, the dildo was so big.
So it wasn't real.
Was it just dude? It was just a chick doing her OnlyFans or something, whatever it was.
Okay. Well.
And it was so grotesque. I've never, maybe one other time did I want to not copy and paste, to copy the link and send it to people so they could just see what I just witnessed because it was so preposterous. Wow. This chick's fucking dildo was so big. It's bigger than my forearms. It's bigger than my biceps. It's like going on like dude,
this big.
It was so big. I want to find it to show you because it was that crazy.
I believe you.
Dude.
I don't want to see it.
And you see her face. She's got to be on all types of drugs to take.
Oh no!
It's softball size. The whole thing.
Come on.
No bullshit. It's like, who does that? Why would you want to stretch your asshole out so much?
Okay, so I got a question here.
Go ahead.
How, if you, enter the depths of hell, how do you re-enter society? Like, what is ever going to, if you are used to getting penetrated with something so giant, you just ruined yourself. It's like somebody ruined the movie for you. It's over.
Do you think that it can come back though if you stop with the bullshit and be like, okay, I'll go back to cocks and my shit'll shrink up a little bit?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I do because women give birth to babies.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, see,
that's true. But they do tear.
See, I like women. He hates women. I know things.
No,
about
I
women.
love women. No.
Dude.
I love women. I love women. I love women.
But you do think
my mom's
they're less than.
My daughter's a woman.
You do think they're less than.
No, I don't think they're less than. I think they're different than us. Okay. I think women need to stop being manly.
Oh, explain.
Yeah, no.
Stop beating up dudes. You like lifting weights. What are you talking about?
No. I think lots of time. Like there are a lot of women that are no longer feminine.
Okay, but they could. What does that mean? Is it a physical thing or a mentality thing?
Yeah, it's like a mentality thing. It's like, I mean, I've heard women say, "I'll beat your ass,"
and you're afraid they can.
To me.
And you're afraid they can. You're afraid.
It's delusion. No, it's ridiculous. No, I'm like, or whatever. Like, no, I just feel like, but to me, a beautiful woman is one that is feminine, okay. Right. It's one that is caters more to her nature, not somebody that fucking. How big was that thing she was shoving in her? Dude, I'm not attracted to that at all.
You know what it was? I didn't click on the video. In
fact, I feel sick.
Listen, I didn't click on the video, but I did hover over it to see all the different images.
Okay.
And it was exactly like watching a train crash. It's like you can't look away from it.
God.
It's like, what? It's almost like the you look at your fingertips. It's like, dude, I had
that happened to me once. Not a train,
and then
not a train crash,
but the thing is, then she's getting her face in the shot. They always get the the right angles. They figured all that out. They get their
they don't have like camera situations like
dude,
us.
I know. I got a fucking mic in my face. Dude, this shithole of a fucking studio.
Yeah, but don't put it in your mouth.
Yeah. Wait, what?
No, nothing.
Oh,
I was making a porn joke.
Oh, I don't know. The buttons didn't work. See, I was trying to hit the fucking.
There you go. No, wait. It's over here. Here we go. No. Here.
No, joke's ruined. Leave it.
There we go. Now you can see them. Outro, applause, rim shot, laughter, sad trombone, scary.
Yeah, we need we need to do a custom one where it's like a little bit of crickets, and then you'll hear like a distant boo, like a dude heckling you like in the third row.
Yeah, we can do that. We can work on that one day.
Boo.
See,
that'd be funny. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Wow. Yeah, no, I'm not attracted to that, man. That actually is a huge turnoff.
Do you think there's any trannies that could fool you?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, dude, for sure.
I seen some of these.
I was on YouTube. I was on YouTube the other day, and this guy hugs like a Filipino ladyboy.
Yeah, that's big. That's big over there.
And he tells her, he's like, or him. She's like, he's like, you are so beautiful. And he tells, I'm not even know. I don't know what. Don't get their fucking
pronouns.
Look, I don't know,
dude.
But anyways, the lady boy is like, I want to get
canceled.
No,
damn, they'll cancel.
No, not at all.
It's an action, I'm gonna cancel you. It's like a threat.
Is it?
That's what the kids are saying these days.
Whoa. But in any case, the lady boy was like, no, I am not a woman. I'm a lady boy. And the guy didn't believe it. He was like, there's no way.
What are you looking at? You drifted off there. What
yeah.
happened? Did you have a stroke?
The camera did
You just
something.
fucking had a stroke. Dude,
the camera did something. I just want to make sure it's always recording. It's the first time I did do it like this.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, we're gonna eventually get a couple cameras, get the different angles going. I'm sitting way too fucking close to this guy.
I got a question.
He had like body issues sitting next to me. Go ahead.
So what? I mean, would you date a girl that like talks like fucking 50 Cent?
Oh, like a little hood rat? Oh, I was just thinking about that.
Is that attractive to you?
No, definitely not. And I just heard some Latina the little village like.
Oh, like $5?
Yeah, exactly. And I heard these like, oh my God, like for real, like for reals. Like,
yeah.
I told him and he was like, damn, like for reals.
Yeah.
Anyways, but like that whole fucking, it's so funny. It's like hearing them, like they're so, they did not know how stupid that sounds.
Well, I mean, but even that could still be feminine.
No, but that to me, I can't do that. But if they could tone it down, but if it's a hood rat, like you said, could you do like a hood and hell no? Like
man, no, I cannot do. If she comes up to me and she's like, and I don't even have like an actual real example, but I've heard these girls out there. They like use their hands and they're like and they're like mother this and motherfucker that, and I'm like. Oh, I'm like, man,
you sound just like such a fucking boomer right there.
Yeah, maybe
that was a boomer ass thing to say, dude.
Maybe, like, but I'm still not attracted to your fucking ass. Maybe they're not attracted to me either. But I'm just saying, I don't. Why would a guy even want that? No, like you have trouble written all over you.
Like I have the certain things that I say. Like I say, oh, that shit's fire. It's very natural for me to say like for anything that's good, okay. I'll say that shit's fire.
Yeah.
And so I have my little ebonics that I like to use, and I definitely use it as like it's like ironically I know what I'm doing, but I kind of like saying certain things, so I want to do that. I can't have another chick who's like if she's mocking me or like says the things that I say, then it's okay. But if like a real, like just straight up a little bit of hood rat, and I don't know, what does that even mean, right? What do we mean by hood rat? I'm trying to think, like, what does that mean to you, talking like a hood rat, or just about that gang shit, like, and they pound their fist into their hand as they talk, and they, you know, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so to me, a hood rat, right?
Give me a project chick.
I'm describing, because even a project chick could be feminine.
Sure.
But a hood rat to me refers to a female that acts exactly like a thug male. So imagine Tupac with a pussy. What?
I just got turned on a little bit.
Well, you, because I said Tupac?
Yeah. Nah, I'm fucking. I don't even fuck with Tupac like that. Nah, respects, R.I.P. Yeah. But I didn't.
That's a conspiracy too. Is he dead?
Oh, do you why? Because you saw the casino footage of the fucking dude look just like him with hanging chains.
No.
That was one of the things. It was like, oh, this guy.
He's hanging out with Elvis.
It's like a blur. Of course, everything is like a blurry. Every time there's like a connection to something, they're like, oh, the fucking. Yeah. Dude, and it's like the Bigfoot, the guy fucking walking. He's like a little blurry. Even though it's a man in a suit. At this point,
like,
no, there's people who will fucking fight you if you say Bigfoot's not real.
But I mean, at this point, we should have at least come across something other than a turd or a footprint.
What if? Okay, I did.
Actually, there are no turds.
Do you think? Okay, China just discovered there was a big hole. There was an ancient forest. Like, I forgot how many thousands of meters down in the earth it was. It's an ancient forest, right? This is a new thing. I just seen it on Google.
But that's not hard to believe.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What if like things like that are down in those places where it hasn't been touched by man for thousands and thousands of years, where they, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's a possibility.
I mean, you never know.
That is a possibility. Why not?
We don't know shit about our earth.
But there's people out in Wisconsin saying that they saw a Yeti.
Yeah, come on, dude. Like, I can't
believe that. Wisconsin is pretty much all civilized. You know, like, people touched every part of Wisconsin by now.
I guess you know what I was thinking as I was just like, I'm being negative towards people's beliefs, because like we could all have our beliefs, right? There's like, because there's.
But I'm gonna make fun of you if you're like, I believe in Bigfoot or I saw Bigfoot.
Yeah, but then you believe in the Bible and stuff. They could like say that same thing.
Yeah, but I also said I believe in the idea of it. I don't think Jesus walked on water.
It's true.
You know what I mean? But I think that there's a metaphor for teaching through the act of him walking on water. There might be an allegorical teaching that can be extracted from that idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
What are we thinking?
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Bigfoot? No. I mean, I think there was probably some kind of thing that existed at one time.
Yeah,
like
we know that.
The Epithecus or whatever, giant Epithecus or whatever.
We know that's true.
But do I think it's roaming around now? Do I think there's Yetis out there? Nah, man. Because there's fucking, I don't know. I think there's people who see bears on their hind legs and they fucking mistake it for a goddamn Yeti. And if you saw it at dark, when you get super scared, you're not really seeing clear. I think your brain fucking narrows and you think about escaping if you see something super scary. It's fight or flight. Like that thing's so natural. It's happening so fast. I think there's a lot of people who it's easy to be like, oh, I saw Bigfoot. Yeah. And they'll be so in their belief that they could sell it. You know, it's like, is there something going on with that or not?
That's what it's pressing. I don't know what it's doing. It's recording.
Of course, we're having fucking shit issues with this goddamn camera. You know, that's how I haven't invested in a camera yet. I can't even figure this one out. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, we're working on it, so
we'll get better. We're getting better though, right? We started a new studio. I'm shitting on it, but it's a start. Yeah. I should have, it'll look better by next. Every week, our goal is to be a little bit better, a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, I think we've. Unless you want to add anything else.
Yeah. No, we could probably.
Yeah.
We did what? We did a solid hour. That's digestible.
That's enough. Yeah. You still want that arm, Dick?
Dude, that thing was crazy.
Arm sized.
No, but
Was this thick as a can or thicker? You said softball.
dude, it was legit.
Softball, like
it was
what? Like
so big.
that? Like that?
Listen, for sure.
Like
It
that?
was-
And then how long? Like that long?
I don't know. I only saw half of it upper, so I mean, 12 inches or more. Like, these things were stupid big. My thing is, like, okay, now her asshole is so prolapsed when she's done, right? That thing's, I mean, even when it gets back.
I don't know.
Does she plan her shits around these videos? Think about it. Because, first off, you're not shoving all that up you if you haven't shit that day yet. But then what happens the next time you gotta shit?
Wow. Are you wearing a diaper for a while?
Oh, it's right. But
like if you open your asshole that big, does what you eat just fall out?
Is there a price where you would shove a big dildo up your ass?
No, there is no
Don't
price, bro. There
fucking
is no
lie.
price. There is no price.
You're gonna tell me
No, there is no price.
you're instantly as rich as Jeff Bezos, and you just gotta take a 12-inch fucking dildo up your ass one
Oh
time.
my god! But then I gotta
You're
live
not doing
with
it.
myself,
But you're just a king.
bro. But then online, you're gonna be known as that guy. Oh, how did he get his
You're-
million?
Stop it. You know how how many people want to party with that guy? The guy who's like, yeah, I took a fucking dildo in the ass and I got $100 billion.
Bro, forever. That's gonna be the online joke. Do you want that for your life?
Listen, there is a price tag.
All right. What is my price? There is no price. I'm not doing it. I'm a fucking man.
You know what? Don't even ask me because
It's probably
price-
low. It's
que-
like a
The
do it for
question-
$10.
Nah,
Like
come on.
$4?
Listen, I'm a
Will you do it for
fancy
$4?
dude.
$5?
I'm peeking up, motherfucker. Okay, I'm
Alright.
fancy.
All right.
I don't even know. Like, come on. But the thing is,
$1 million.
okay,
Is $1 million
I'd
your
like
price?
I'd like to add a caveat too.
Okay.
I guess it'd be like, man, there's a fucking price. I'm quit pushing. It's like I would try to think. It's like I wouldn't want anyone to know, right? That'd be the caveat. It's like,
Can we make it an event?
Like what?
Like put it on NBC Live? Like, oh, today. Oh, can it be on all the news channels?
How long? Okay, first off, obviously, they can't show anything crazy like that. But how long does cable be like, yo, we're dying. We need to start showing dick and pussy, regular television, or it's like no holds barred.
Don't they
It's
already
like,
do that now?
no, there's.
I don't know. I don't have cable.
I think there's gonna be a point in time where nobody watches cable network. It's like,
Well, they would have to write stories like Game of Thrones.
but that's just gonna go on a streaming network and it's gonna go to the highest bidder. It's like Netflix, Hulu's gonna be bidding for that.
Where
shit.
is that? It's on HBO.
It's on HBO Max.
But isn't HBO cable?
You could just buy the streaming network. You could just pay $15 a month.
Do you
which
think
is
so?
kinda
You're
worth
thinking cable is going to become something like Sirius, where it's only at hotels. Like Sirius is always only on like rental cars.
It could even go lower. I guess that could be the bare minimum, right? It's just like this free thing you get. It's just a way to shove advertisements.
Well, yeah.
in this, but
And how do they make money outside if no one watches it? Why would you put your advertising?
no
in
one's
there?
watching TV. I mean, I don't know the exact numbers, but
They're
I don't watch
watching
TV. Exactly. I do have there are my guilty pleasures, some of them, but now they're all streaming. It's like Hulu has a lot of good shit on it.
Oh, you're watching Hulu.
Dude,
You know what? Hulu's kind of gross, dude.
No. I upgrade. See, because you did the broke shit. You're doing the fucking $5 a month. I pay
Is
the
that why?
I pay the $15 because I'm fucking rich. No,
Okay,
it's like-
well, there is no fucking intrinsic value in paying the $15, bro.
because it's so worth it. Are you kidding me? There's like fucking commercials every like 6 minutes. It's so annoying.
Yeah, I had it
Dude,
for a little
Hulu's the
while, and
worst.
then I was out. Get the fuck out of here.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna upgrade. I'm
I
gonna
had it
spend
for
the
Rick and
15.
Morty. Yeah, dude. But
And you
dude,
know
can
what?
Put that money away.
It was worth it.
Come on.
That's
See,
like,
that's the problem.
it's $170.
Do you have a Chase
a year.
signature card?
I don't use a credit card.
You should.
Well, I do, sometimes, but I always pay it off before I get the bill.
Yeah, but do you get anything in return?
I do. There are some points, things that I get. I don't know. Yeah, I have a bunch of cash on it too, as in like. If
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
Exchange
like
the points.
my
for it.
my Chase signature card is like
a
My
bunch of money.
favorite.
It's like $200. So.
Yeah,
For the budget.
I think I can get something like $300 a year, which is free money, and then that's what I fucking splurge. Maybe I should get
I
Hulu
don't
with
think
that
the
money.
answer. Did I ask you if you had I said if you didn't have to do anything. Oh, you said you'd be in philanthropy, right? If you didn't have to worry about money, what you'd be doing?
I would help people, but I would guide.
Oh, you'd be more trying to teach them.
Yeah,
Man, I always think about buying like a big plot of land.
I'll probably help men mostly.
I would definitely buy a town, and like literally like there's only a couple ways in and out, so I know who's coming in and out of my area. But I would like to build like
I see. I
you know
see
what
what
I'm
you're
saying?
doing.
basically
You're
like a
you're building your
castle.
own Gaza Strip.
I would, you know what? I would build along some kind of fresh water. I'd be a self-sustaining. I'd have like solar panels, wind.
I've seen this movie.
I'd be next to fresh water, so always have clean water. And then, yeah, I would be totally. I'd build a compound that was 100% self-sustaining.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
100%.
You know what I have thought about actually?
And then make like I'm talking like 10-foot like walls and shit around my compound. Like you can't get in there unless I'm fucking
Damn, David Koresh.
dude. I mean, hell yeah. And then you could like really feel free. It's like you could roam.
Would you not walk naked?
No, but like you could like really like do some cool shit on your property and not have to worry about like anyone seeing it. And
This is the dildo situation we were talking about earlier.
damn,
I'm
no,
asking.
I wouldn't.
I'm
do that.
asking for a friend.
Dude. I don't even know if I could really watch it in person. You know, like the old like donkey fucking a woman
Oh man,
show in Mexico.
Oh.
You know about that?
I'm like, you know what? People are gross. They gross me the fuck out, man.
Isn't that crazy? Like some chicks can take a horse cock like not just a
I
well-hung
don't-
dude. I'm
Is
talking
that
about an
even
actual-
fucking real, man?
Oh, I think it's real. I think there's videos of it.
Why would you? It's an animal.
I'm pretty positive there's women who've sucked a fucking horse
Come
cock.
on, man. Oh, that is.
I think they like tie the.
foul.
I think I think it's even like where they tie the horse down and then the woman just goes to town.
Wait.
It's not like the horse can stand there while this girl blows her because he'll start bucking and getting crazy. So they gotta like tie him down to do it.
Oh my.
So they
God.
rape. So there's women who rape horses. They're out there. I mean,
that should be a crime. It is a crime.
I'm pretty sure it is, right?
It is a crime. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to do something like
Yeah,
that.
but is that like I don't know. There's people who fuck animals.
Do you
That's
think? Do you
bestiality.
think the horse now looks at human beings differently now?
Nah, he's probably just thinking this baby little horse wants to fuck.
Oh, you think a horse looks at us and says that's a baby horse?
I think I think when that starts getting triggered, right? As soon as that dick starts getting hard, it's like, oh, instinct, like, oh, this is a, you know, I don't think they're like comprehending, like, oh, this human is pleasuring me. It goes right into like, oh,
well,
fuck.
they
They
know.
want to start fucking. That's why they gotta get tied down.
Well, but their fear response, right when they're a wild horse, they see humans, they know to stay away, but they will eat next to a squirrel.
Mm. Horses are like rich people shit. That's another thing. So I'd have some fucking horses on my property, roaming around.
It's this
Dude.
whole dick situation.
No. It's like polo and all the horse games, and it's all rich people shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's like people who own horses,
Yeah.
and they're all trying to like bump elbows. with-
Sailing.
What's that?
Sailing.
Oh, sailing.
This is rich people shit?
Yeah, sure. Well, you gotta have a boat. I mean, that costs, right?
Nah, well, I'm not. I guess
Would you get a boat?
I got one. I got a sailboat.
Really?
Yeah.
I picture you like a little baby kayak.
I got one, two. I got 4 kayaks.
You got a Subaru that's meant for kayaks on top.
I got 4 kayaks.
The
and I have a
lesbian
canoe.
car.
That's what I got. You know why I got the Subaru?
Because you're a lesbian.
Okay. Do you know the other reason why I got a Subaru?
Because it's just a good economical car.
Because,
Sponsored by Subaru.
wow. So here's, I like inconspicuous vehicles because I'm Hispanic and I'm afraid of profiling.
No, you guys like the Tahoes and big ass fucking SUVs, bro.
Not the Mia. Not the Mia. Oh, that's the horn that, yeah. I know exactly what you're doing. We're bringing that back around.
Mm-hmm.
No, I bought the Subaru
Mm-hmm.
because it is so out of target for a Hispanic to have a Subaru, right? And so as I'm driving by through these suburbs,
Real slow.
cops will not look at me. They're like, that fucking, I'm not going to pull over that Subaru. They don't even see Subarus, bro. They're invisible. They don't see me.
And they don't assume that you stole it.
They're like, no, of course not.
I think there's some assuming going on.
Well,
I'm just joking.
yeah. Well, can you imagine? Like, you pick a fight with a guy in a Subaru, and then he beats the living shit out of you.
Could you imagine?
That's the same thing as being fucked by that giant dick you were talking about earlier.
Well, dude, people used to get beat the fuck up back in the day before
Bring
camera.
it back.
Dude.
Bring it back.
Yeah, but what if, like, all right, what if a dude's coming onto your property?
Yeah.
And let's say you had an ex-girlfriend who said that you hit her and you had nothing to do with it, and all of a sudden he's trying to like bring you in, and you're like, hold on, let's just talk, and he starts getting a little more aggressive, and man, what the fuck I don't even know why I'm reading that.
You gotta warn him. You gotta be like, hey man, listen, I don't want no trouble. You're on my land. I don't want to hurt you. Can you please just turn around and walk away? I drive a Subaru. You really don't want to get fucked up by a guy who drives a Subaru, because you get fucked up by a guy who drives a Subaru. It's the same thing as being fucked by a giant.
Oh, yeah.
You know, leg-sized.
Leg-sized dildo?
Yeah. Whoa.
Man. Oh, no, yeah. Dude, can you imagine just getting pulled out of your car, just getting beaten up because you're fucking a certain race?
It's happened.
I know it happened. That's what's crazy. It's
happened.
That's what's scary about that shit.
My black folks out there, it's a real struggle.
BLM.
It's been a real struggle for a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Hispanics got it bad too.
So did the Irish.
Irish had it bad too. Asians, right?
A lot of people don't like to think that white people were ever just shit on, but
white people they're just about to be the bottom real soon.
I believe that, dude. A straight white male is like just coming harder and harder to find.
Yeah, man. It's like pretty soon you're not gonna be able to get even pussy.
Nah.
No?
Certain people.
Oh yeah, the Chads.
You know, I would say handsome Greek Irish boys.
Yeah, but you're Greek. You're not. That's not white.
Yeah,
you're
but
Greek.
I'm Irish. I'm 50-50.
Are you Irish too?
Mm-hmm.
You do not look Irish.
Yeah, dude. I'm fucking pasty as shit. I got blemishes all over my face, look like shit, and through these lights we gotta figure out the lights, the shitty camera.
Oh my god, bro, I cannot believe you just said that.
You know, we're gonna get 2 cameras, so I have to be so close to this guy.
You want to be close to this?
I actually want to have a nice cool background. You know, we at least should have a green screen. Oh, that's a good idea. That's at least
a green screen. And where would we be in fucking
Italy, dude? And then we could switch it, and we'll have different things loaded up. And we're like, oh, we're fucking by the waterfall right now. It's like, oh,
hey,
how does it feel?
I don't like the way you worded that. You were like, we're fucking by the waterfall. We're not doing that, Dino.
Come on, dude. I'm not gay. Come on, man. We on?
You said 50-50 Greek.
I might be. Who knows? I might be fluid. We don't. What does it matter? I could be it one day. I could be like, oh, I'm gay today. I could just claim it and just switch back.
Switch it up tomorrow.
It's fucking A.
Hey, hey, it's been done. It's nothing new.
Right? Yeah, isn't it? Okay, I heard a crazy stat I was telling you earlier, but I'll say it again.
Crazy stat.
Yeah, they were like, I think it was like a Bill Maher thing. I think Bill Maher said it. It was like about I don't know what year that there was like 1% of the population was like trans. Then like I think
that's a lot.
Yeah,
if there's
or maybe it was
6, right?
I think it was like less than 1. I don't know what it was, but the point was is that it grew like with the millennials, it grew like up to 3%. I think it's a 3% of young people. I think it was a stat of young people. So it was like 1% of the young people were known as trans, and then I forgot whatever year it jumped to 3, but now it was with millennials. I think it jumped to like 3%. I don't know the exact numbers. Don't fucking quote me here, but the point is it got to Gen Z, the young kids now, and it jumped to 20% of kids are confused about what fucking gender they are and what they prefer, because these goddamn schools are teaching them all types of crazy shit. I would not want.
Do you think that if maybe that's what we should do? Maybe we should write a like. Why are we doing this podcast?
For shits and gigs.
Do you think that's what it's for? It's not helping anybody in no way.
It could. I think.
How can we? What will we do? I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I think men need guidance.
You know, I think what people are gonna get out of this is like maybe just like just background. Or like I'd like to be background noise to some people.
You want to be white noise?
As exactly as like people are on their Netflix, and you know, like some people just need like just background shit. Like, oh, let me just listen to this fucking, because it's so boring. It's so like dumb that it's like almost like NPR status, where it's like, oh, let's just go to sleep. Let's just put this in the back. Anyways, that's what I'm hoping we're at least that we get to that level where it's like we're the views. That's all that matters, right? Anyways, thanks for listening, watching. Appreciate it. Hit the like, fucking share it. Don't be fucking, just help us out. Just help us out. And we appreciate it. If you stayed literally from this beginning to the end, I really appreciate that.